Hello, Namaste, Salam Alaikum, Sat Sri Akal. Welcome back to another session with your Vahchef at whatever.com. Today we are going to learn the most requested item of all, that is how to make Deshi ghee. A lot of people, NRIs who live outside India, they always complain that the ghee they make doesn't smell as if it's made back home in India. So today we are going to learn and understand how we can make our Deshi ghee as flavorful as what we get in India. Deshi ghee, or the ghee what we call, is nothing but clarified butter. Whenever we buy butter in the market, it is slightly yellowish in color, whereas when we make butter back home in India, it is white in color. The main difference is when you buy the butter in the market, they add the carotene color, slight yellow color into this butter. That's what gives this yellow color. And also in the market you get salted butter and unsalted butter. Unsalted butter is one what we usually use to make this ghee. Usually when you talk about butter, you can classify butter into three kinds of categories. One is made from the fresh milk. The second category of butter is made from the milk that is been boiled. The third kind of butter, you take the cream that is set on the yogurt and collect it for a week or 10 days and then put it in a blender and blend it. That's when your butter and the water that is there in it separates out. Now that I have churned this cream, I have got this butter which is white in color. So we are going to put it in this tawa. As soon as you add this butter, it will start melting. Now once you melt all this butter, the moisture that is there in this butter, which is almost 20%, slowly starts evaporating. And when this moisture contents come as low as 1 to 2%, that is when it will become clear and you will have solid ghee. Once this butter melts, do not stir it anymore, just put it in a slow flame and let it cook for little longer time. Lot of times people complain why their Deshi ghee is not as flavorful as the ghee back home. Back home in India, we make the butter from the milk which we set as yogurt, after which we churn it and we remove the butter from it. That is got the bacteria that is helpful in setting yogurt, and this bacteria, when it is cooked, it adds additional flavor to the ghee. That is the reason why the ghee back home from in India is more flavorful than the ghee that you make from the butter which you buy at the stores. But we need to do something to make our ghee that is made from the store bought butter also taste as good. So today your Vahchef is going to show you how. There are a couple of things you can do. A lot of people add different ingredients to this melting butter which is turning into ghee so as to add those additional flavors into this ghee. The number one ingredient which I always prefer is the leaves of drumstick. The leaves of that plant has a nice pungent flavor. Just add those leaves into this melting butter and your ghee will naturally taste much better. And the other thing you can do is you can add curry leaves. Methi leaves, that is the fresh fenugreek leaves, or else you can also use fenugreek seeds. Here I am adding all three. You do not have to do that. You can just use any one of them to give nice flavor to your ghee. Not only in India, there are other countries where they make a kind of ghee. In fact, they add some spices to this melting butter and they get out the ghee which is more flavorful in terms of spices, and they use in their cooking and with other foods. This butter is melting out and you are getting clear butter on the top, and the solids that is there in this milk are settling down at the bottom. The more you let this simmer, all the solids settle down, but make sure you put it on a slow flame. You can have this solids slightly colored into golden brown. That's when you will get a more flavorful ghee. After letting it cook for a while, you can see this solids settling down at the bottom, and you can remove this curry leaves and this methi leaves that you put in. Now you have this ghee separated out from this milk solids, and then switch off the flame. In India, whatever we cook, if there is any side products, they also create new dishes. So here I have the leftover milk solids from this ghee. If you let it cook further, they will become dark brown, but since I have used non-stick pan, these solids can come out easily. To this, add whole wheat flour. Just mash it little bit if you can. To this, add little bit sugar and let it cook till this sugar slightly melts. That's when you can make into small kind of laddus. Put it in a blender and then you make them into small roundels or dumplings like this, and these are like they look like nice chocolate balls and they taste really awesome. Do not add fenugreek seeds if you want to make these roundels, and what I did is I removed all those fenugreek seeds away and then just with the milk residue I added the whole wheat flour. These are ghee laddus. Oh. Dear friends, I hope you have enjoyed to learn how to make this deshi ghee with your Vahchef. Not only just deshi ghee, we also learned how to make these ghee laddus. But remember, Vareva is all about inspiring others to cook. So please post your recipes and cooking tips at vareva.com so others can benefit from your great cooking. Thank you.